what the haters talking about.
What's up, family? What about major companies taking kids from the ghetto and got them signing their lives away for a little bit of money? That is the question Meek Mill posed as he sent a tweet out on Thursday night, questioning the predatory practices of the music and rap industry. Meek Mill says that 2020 things gonna be different. He about to break it up. He's going to expose the companies that behave in such practices. He says that he is going to try to help these kids get better deals. That's plausible. That's admirable. But I want to know how he's going to do it. Because the music industry is similar to boxing in the sense that it has a lot of players. There's just a few big players at the very top. And then there's all of the other little players. And all of these little companies and players kind of are like free agents. And they do their own thing. And they're able to make money without the big guys. There are promoters out there that make $1 million a year and they never have fights on television. They do their little sponsorships and stuff locally. They put on about 20, 30 shows, sometimes 50 shows a year. And they just make their money like that. Some of them don't even have to put on that many shows. Some of them only put on like 12, 15 shows a year. And they get loot. What it's going to require is some type of union. That is what it's going to take. It's going to be very difficult to get a music industry union. It's just too many independent players. And yeah, that's going to be hard. If you only had the majors to deal with, a union would be perfect. I do believe that the music industry needs a union because there are way too many artists who go out there and sell 1 million records and they're broke. Some of them actually got their money or got what they agreed to. Maybe they didn't break the bank, but they got what they agreed to and they made enough money to where they should be living comfortable for the rest of their life. But they blew it. I personally know artists who made the money and they blew that money. And you can say that they didn't get a good deal, but at the end of the day, man, if you ain't never seen $100,000 before, and you get your hands on $100,000 at one time, if you ain't never seen $100,000 a night doing shows, $50,000 a night, $20,000, $10,000, some have gotten up to $200,000, $500,000 a night, and you blow that money? Whose fault is that? I mean, really. Now, I do agree that there needs to be some changes. I do believe that the music industry does have predatory companies out there. They prey on young kids who don't have knowledge and don't have backup, don't have the resources to make sure that they get a fair deal. But even if a fair deal was offered, one has to look at these things on a case-by-case basis because here's the deal. If some of the artists who received bad contracts had not signed that first contract, they may have never been known. Nobody else probably would have never taken a chance on them. This is the kind of industry we're in. Almost everybody get a bad contract out the gate. Almost every single person. I'm sure Meek Mill's had a bad contract. It probably was, even if it was good, it wasn't as good as it could have been. So I do believe that because in the music industry, before you ever get signed, in most cases, you don't have a track record of sales. They don't know what your potential worth is. Like when you look at basketball players and football players and stuff like that, they have a track record of selling tickets, some kind of track record. You know how when you go to those games, those college games or even high school games, there's some sales involved. People paying to come see these guys play. They're buying jerseys and, all kind of stuff, college memorabilia. There's some type of record there. But with the music industry, in most cases, an artist signed that first contract, there is no record. There's no sales record. So the record company is taking a wild guess, and they're hoping that this person that they're taking a chance on pay off. So that's part of the reason why these deals are not good deals. Even in boxing, most fighters, their first fights, they're fighting for $100 a round. And a lot of fighters these days have to sell their own tickets to pay themselves to even be on the card. It's a cold game out there. But if you look at the Olympic boxers, they come out of the gate oftentimes making six figures. First fight. So that's because they have a record of selling tickets. They have a record of success. The Olympic stage is one of the biggest stages in the world. It's the biggest sports stage in the world. So it's a little different. But I'd like to see how Meek Mill is going to do this. I know that a law firm did say that they reached out to him, they DM'd him and said that they wanted to work with him. And that would be good. That would be good to have lawyers like really out there working for the people out there who can't really afford good representation. Also, I think one of the biggest problems in the music industry is shelving artists. A lot of artists get signed by these labels and stuff and they shelve them. They never come out. And they ruin artists' careers. Artists just be sitting there collecting dust. They get caught up in these contracts that they can't get out of. They don't have any movement. And thank God Texas is a right to work state. You can't do that in Texas. You get in a real bad contract out there, they're gonna say, hey, figure it out, but you cannot stop this person from working. So if they can fix that part right there, that would be huge. Because I never believed in shelving an artist. If I felt like I didn't have the resources to put an artist out at a particular time, I let them go ahead about their business because I don't want to be responsible for holding somebody's livelihood up. But that's the way I rock. What say you? Y'all think Meek will be successful with this? I sure hope he is. It'll be a good thing. Meek has been doing good work since he was released from prison. He's really making the best out of his second chance. Or is it the third chance? Whatever chance it is, he's doing a damn good job and I'm rooting for him. Keep up the good work, Meek. No more talk.
What the haters talking about?